Kim Kardashian has never been one to hold her tongue, but her latest target might surprise even her most loyal fans. Word on the street is that the reality star turned billionaire mogul has privately been calling Sydney Sweeney a copycat, and the whispers have quickly snowballed into one of Hollywood's hottest talking points. As Sydney continues her meteoric rise, it seems Kim isn't entirely thrilled about sharing the spotlight with the younger actress who has been stealing headlines, red carpets, and brand deals in record time. It all began when Sydney's star power went into overdrive over the past year. From Euphoria to her hit rom-com Anyone But You, the blonde bombshell has transitioned from breakout star to certified Hollywood it girl. But it's not just her acting chops people are buzzing about, it's her fashion, her beauty campaigns, and her growing social media dominance. For fans, it feels like a natural progression for a talented actress. For Kim, however, it reportedly looks a little too familiar. Insiders say Kim has been privately griping to friends that Sydney is following her playbook move for move. The word copycat has been tossed around, and while Kim may not have said it directly in front of cameras, her inner circle hasn't exactly kept quiet. The comparisons are almost unavoidable. Sydney has recently been spotted rocking body-hugging gowns, platinum blonde hair, and bold glam moments that echo Kim's own iconic fashion eras. At recent high-profile events, side-by-side photos of Sydney and Kim have flooded social media, with fans pointing out just how similar their looks appear. The tension became even more noticeable after Sydney started landing lucrative fashion and beauty deals with major luxury houses, brands that Kim has worked with in the past. For Kim, who spent 2 decades climbing from reality TV curiosity to front-row fashion royalty, this sudden overlap apparently hit a nerve. According to one source, Kim was rolling her eyes when she saw Sydney's latest campaign because it looked like a rerun of things Kim has already done. That little jab fueled speculation that Kim might be feeling the pressure of sharing her carefully cultivated empire with a new younger face. Adding fuel to the fire, fans have dissected Sydney's social media presence. Once known for playful behind-the-scenes moments and down-to-earth posts, Sydney has noticeably polished her Instagram feed in recent months. The content is glossier, the captions more curated, and the overall vibe far more in line with Kim's long-established aesthetic. While some fans see it as a natural evolution for a rising star, others say Sydney is leaning heavily into Kardashian territory. She's starting to give off influencer energy instead of actress energy, one user commented online, and that's Kim's entire lane. Of course, Hollywood thrives on rivalry, and this one is made even juicier by the stark differences between the two women. Kim Kardashian, at 44, has built an empire from reality TV, beauty brands, shapewear, and constant reinvention. Sydney Sweeney, just 27, is still in the thick of her acting career, juggling prestige projects and blockbuster roles while simultaneously becoming a fashion darling. On paper, they shouldn't even be in competition. Yet the fashion world, the beauty industry, and social media don't care about resumes. They care about influence. And influence is the one thing Kim refuses to surrender without a fight. What makes this feud even spicier is the generational clash. Kim represents the celebrity model of the 2000s and 2010s, where fame was built through controversy, calculated appearances, and relentless branding. Sydney represents the 2020s wave. Stars who can command both critical respect and mass appeal while still being relatable online. Some observers believe Kim's comments reflect less annoyance at imitation, and more a fear that Sydney might be edging into her territory with fresh momentum. Kim has always been the trendsetter, one entertainment insider said, but now she's seeing someone younger use the same tools and it makes her uneasy. It's like looking at a mirror, but 20 years younger. Meanwhile, Sydney herself has stayed completely silent. In interviews, she has credited Angelina Jolie and Reese Witherspoon as inspirations, but has never mentioned Kim. Those close to her say she's not about to get dragged into a public spat that distracts from her acting career. Yet her silence has done little to stop the comparisons. Social media is ablaze with debates, and hashtags like #TeamKim and #TeamSydney are making the rounds as fans pick sides. Some argue that Sydney is just doing what any smart actress would do in today's industry, branching out, securing brand deals, and upping her fashion game. Others side with Kim, insisting Sydney's looks and online strategies are a little too familiar to be coincidence. The irony isn't lost on critics, who point out that the Kardashians themselves have long been accused of borrowing ideas from other women in fashion, beauty, and pop culture. To some, Kim labeling someone else a copycat feels like the pot calling the kettle black. Still, Kim knows how to stir a headline, and if the chatter keeps her name paired with one of the hottest rising stars in Hollywood, it might not be such a bad thing for her brand after all. Fans who attended recent Fashion Week events claim there was a noticeable chill between the two women, with Kim's team keeping their distance from Sydney even when they were seated in the same vicinity. While there hasn't been an outright confrontation, the air of competition is undeniable. Paparazzi photos capturing both stars at similar events have been dissected endlessly, with fashion blogs gleefully running, "Who wore it better?" polls that pit Kim against Sydney. For Kim, who has reigned as the queen of that game for years, it's a strange new reality to see someone else winning those comparisons. The big question now is whether this tension will boil over into something more public. Kim has a history of dropping cryptic Instagram captions or making pointed comments in interviews whenever she wants to send a message. Some fans are already combing through her recent posts, speculating about subtle shade aimed at Sydney. One post about being the original, not the duplicate, sent the gossip world into a frenzy, though Kim never mentioned names. Still, given her track record, the timing felt too perfect to ignore. On the flip side, Sydney has plenty of opportunities to address the situation if she chooses. With a packed press schedule for her upcoming projects, journalists are bound to ask about the alleged feud. The way she responds, or doesn't, could either pour water on the fire or make it explode. If she brushes it off with grace, she risks looking like she's dodging the truth. If she claps back, she could ignite one of the biggest celebrity rivalries of the year. For now, fans are left to speculate and choose their allegiances. Some are convinced Kim is simply feeling threatened by the arrival of a new blonde bombshell, who's quickly becoming a household name. Others think Sydney really has been taking notes from Kim's empire and executing the strategy with a fresh twist. Whatever the truth, the drama has already cemented itself as one of the juiciest stories in the Hollywood gossip mill. Kim Kardashian versus Sydney Sweeney wasn't a battle anyone saw coming, but it perfectly captures the endless cycle of celebrity culture. The established icon guarding her throne and the rising star stepping into the spotlight.